Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Julia, I am a tarot coach and this is your weekly dose of mindful tarot coaching. 3 questions, 6 cards, several interpretations. As always, I invite you to listen carefully, pick up what resonates and, following your intuition, create your own meaning. Well, first and foremost, let us very quickly recap the last week. You may remember that amongst others we had the Wheel of Fortune delivering change and good luck. And I don't know how is your life at the moment, but speaking for myself, I can say that indeed the Wheel of Fortune has arrived and has brought a lot of change, a lot of fresh energy. So the wheel started to spin again. And I have to be very alert and very open. And this is what I would like to encourage you to be alert, be open, and make sure you grab your chance and become the master of your own destiny. And for this, we have to be open and make sure that we release everything that blocks us from being open. If we do so, we can really grab our chance and make the best out of it. And that's why I wanted to emphasize it again. Well, this was the last week, and now let's take a look at the next one, which is not going to be boring either. If I have to sum the next week up in some bullet points, I would say renewal, disillusion, waking up, detachment, and understanding. Well, the main topic of the week is signified by the Sun, which is one of the most positive cards in the whole tarot deck. It is all about success, good vibe, optimism, positive energy, renewal, rebirth, new chances, and also inner renewal and understanding. So I think that this last aspect, renewal and understanding, are going to be especially important, as we will see soon. But first, let's take a look at the complementary minor arcana card, which is not less positive. This is the Ace of Coins. It is also a very positive card. It is all about a new initiative, a new chance, a new opportunity, especially in the area of work, finances, and business, given that we have a coins card here, right? And if you take a look at this card, what you see is a garden with a gate. And if you are ready to take this chance and walk out the gate, leaving your secure garden, then you will also have the chance to reach new heights. I think this is great. So putting these 2 cards together, I would say that the next week is going to be super positive. It has a really great chance. Some new chance may show up and there is a chance for some new renewal. And I would like to encourage you to take a look at these 2 cards and see the common symbol. We have here the Sun and a really huge coin. And again, this tells me that something good is awaiting us there. So please keep this in mind. I emphasize this because what comes as next, it may not sound as positive, because what we have here as a chance is the Tower. The Tower is also a card of transformation and change. However, the way the Tower works is not the most pleasant one, because the change that it brings is at first can be very, very unpleasant, frustrating, bringing a lot of frustration, anger, and maybe fear as well. You can see this if you take a look at this card. We have a stormy picture here, and a tower is being destroyed. It represents a situation that has reached its limits, and therefore it no longer works for us. As you can see, the tower has no exit. There is no door anymore, and this refers to the fact that again we got too much stuck in something, some situation has reached its limits, then there is no way in or out anymore, and therefore the only way for transformation is to destroy the whole constellation. That's why it happens this way. So accordingly, we can expect some unpleasant, unexpected situation. It can be an aha moment. It can be the collapse of an illusion or of a self-limiting belief. It can be anything that happens unexpected, and our first reaction may be again being frustrated or resisting. However, resistance is useless. Why? Because what happens here is again necessary. It helps you in your transformation, in renewal, and it is going to be very sobering, and it is going to clean the path for something totally new. So remember that what happens here is actually, it's happening for the better. At the end of the day, the result is going to be positive. Keep this in mind, you will need this. Well, this card is completed by a King of Swords, which reaffirms this message again. Why? Because the King of Swords is the most mature representation of the Swords energy, which is about the rational mind, beliefs, power, ambition, and the like. The King of Swords is a fair ruler. He knows the truth. He is very correct. He is very fair in his judgment. He knows he knows the truth, right? And accordingly, he can make a fair judgment and can make good decisions. He is someone who is very smart and very sober. He uses his mind and not the other way around. This is very important. So if I put these two cards together, I see a very great chance for the next week to finally understand something. So I think that some important truths can come to light. We can finally understand something, and maybe we can also finally move on, finally being able to make a decision regarding something. I think this is great as well, and I love this. All right then. Now, last but not least, the question is, how can we manage all this? So how can we make the best out of this? And the answer, the advice is delivered by the devil, by a reverse devil. But first, let's take a look at this card in a normal position. I love the devil because he is a great guy. He may come across as a negative card as well. However, he is not. Why? Because he helps us a lot in our transformation and in our improvements by showing us first our shadow side or dark side. He shows us in what kind of vicious cycles are we trapped in. He shows us all the negative patterns that are repeating in our life but that are no longer serving us anymore. He is about addictions and all kind of attachments that are not healthy. It can be overeating, drug abuse, toxic relationships, drinking, sugar, whatever. So everything that is basically limiting you, right? It can be also a self-limiting belief. So we talk about here also thinking patterns. And by showing you these patterns, it also offers you the choice to walk away this time. So again, it is showing you your freedom, and therefore he's a great guy. So I like him a lot. Well, he has come up reversed, and this tells me that we have here a nice invitation for taking a look at those negative patterns and attachments, right? If you take a look at them, and you will have the opportunity because it is going to be illuminated by these two cards, right? Remember. So take a look at those attachments, those unhealthy habits, and think about them. think about what kind of habits, attachments, addictions could you leave behind so that your life is being improved. What kind of bad trip is going on? So yeah, what is going on and how could you leave this behind? I think this is a great invitation, and again, by showing you these negative patterns, you will have also the chance to leave them behind. And now, last but not least, we have here the Four of Swords, the complementary card. And this is a very logical complementation of this card, I think, because this card invites us to take a step back, to contemplate things, to meditate about them. So I think once we have seen our negative habits, once this tower experience has illuminated this landscape, our task is going to be to take a step back, to think about these things, and before we react or we want to resist, surrender first, right? Surrender to everything that is going on, and again think about what is going on, what is happening, and actually why is it good for us. Again, remember the tower experience is not nice, and therefore we are going to need this inner calm and peace so that we can take a look and we can use this experience as a sobering experience, right? So again, we have your great invitation to get off the bad trip, to become sober, to see our own negative patterns, to take a look around in our cage, and then if we want, make a decision to walk away. Well, I love this. I love how this all comes together. And therefore, I would like to show you the whole constellation so that you can also see how these cards refer to each other. All right. So again, the next week, we are going to have a great chance for renewal, transformation, and leaving some negative patterns behind. And this is great. The bad news is that the way is not going to be very pleasant because we have a tower here. So chances are that we are going to experience something very unexpected, very unpleasant aha moment, which is destroying our illusions regarding something. The good news is that this is going to bring some truth to light, right? And this is great because we are going to get enlightened. We are going to see our patterns or negative habits also in a new light, and therefore the door is going to be open for us and we can walk away. Make sure you take this chance, you don't resist, but surrender first and think about what is going on. Because if you do so, you can leave some old habits and illusions behind, and this way embracing a new beginning, a new chance for yourself, and this is great. Well, I love this so much. I think this is so good. Of course, this is my interpretation, but I am super curious about yours. Feel free to comment, to share the video, to sign up, and to like the video. I am very grateful for all kind of feedbacks. And now, yeah, last but not least, thanks a lot for showing up. Thanks for being here. See you next week again. Till then, take care of yourselves. Ciao.